Okay. Welcome everybody. This is going to be a first of hopefully a couple different of these. We will podcast the championship game. It's just ironic that the two people who are doing the podcast are the two who are actually playing each other tonight. So congrats, Frankie, on what has been a really great season for Oklahoma State and you. I think some.
Very, go ahead. Sorry,
No, go
cut you
no,
off.
go ahead. You're good, man.
I was gonna say very surprising considering what I didn't have high hopes on this team when we started the year. I was kind of down on them from the way we played from the get-go, but I made a few tweaks late in the season and things got turned around. And as per usual, I find myself playing the top dog in the championship. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people expected Maryland to probably be here just with, I mean, when you look at the team, it's a senior laden team. Um, Probably one of the better teams they've had, but hats off to you. And if we kind of just do a quick recap of how we got here, I haven't loaded the game files yet. I won't do that just so everyone sees that we've done that. Oops. Oh man, give me a second. I hit the wrong button again. That doesn't matter. Just 1 second, everybody. This is what happens when Darren does not think things through. Um, since it's not uploaded, we're good. I'll just
oh,
pop
did you
back
sim it?
into it. Yeah, I hit sim instead of view. It's one of those things that probably I should talk to Brooks about is that when you have a curmudgeony old man like me, sometimes I hit the wrong button. So just it'll take 1 second to bring it back up. Um, Also,
In the meantime,
I
we
didn't
stare
want
at
to
our
see the,
faces.
yeah. But
I can
I
always.
think I think it's been a really, really interesting season so far where we saw a lot of new teams make it to the playoffs. Of course, we saw some of the older teams make it too. Um, let's back up and you can see the screen again? Or do I need to,
Hold on, let me.
hold on, I need to reshow it. There
Yeah.
we go. Go live. Okay. Should be back up now.
Yep. Good.
Okay. Nobody can see what the password is anyway, so um,
Alrighty.
we'll try
Well,
that. We'll try this again. Actually, I'm
few
not gonna.
technical difficulties and we're off.
Yeah, we'll go back. So this is the first time we've done this, so there are gonna be some technical difficulties. But if we look at Oklahoma State, how they got here, because I think that's an important thing. You, of course, came out of probably what was the most competitive of the conferences in the Big 12, um, where you knocked off multiple really good teams. Plus, you took out Skelter.
Did
That's
I beat
always,
Skelter?
yeah, you did. Stanford is
No, he beat
Skelter.
me.
I'm sorry. He's probably cussing at me already. But um, sorry, it's really early. But you beat a Marshall team that is pretty good. That game was probably a lot closer than you thought it would be.
Yeah, I kind of slept on them a little bit. I mean, I changed some things defensively, but I didn't really take them very seriously. I thought I was just going to steamroll them, and that turned out to not be the case. So I kind of barely snuck by Marshall, which was, I guess I got lucky in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, they knocked off Louisiana Monroe earlier in the season, so they've taken out some big wigs already. And then, of course, the game against Van with like NC State, I think you and I talked earlier is that was a game that a lot of people were watching because it could go either way because both of you have like phenomenal rushing attacks.
So I for sure thought Van was going to take me out that week. And hats off to him because he definitely played me tough, and he had a 21-13 lead I think going into the half, and then my defense just finally showed up and put a stop to it, and we were able to plow ahead for the victory, which was pretty nice. It was nice to see us come from down and still basically be able to forge a comeback. But yeah, man, it was most of this has been surprising. I actually felt better going into the Washington State game than I did against North Carolina. I thought North Carolina was going to give me a very, very tough time, which they did, and I thought they were actually going to win, which I was wrong about. So there you go.
Well, and of course, Washington State is my heavy run attack will. Uh, the game was maybe a little bit closer than the score said it was, but I mean, Oklahoma State definitely was the better of the two teams, and Washington State just got out coached.
Yeah, we did. Like I said, I think it was it was just a battle of wills in that game. It was
Yeah,
whose defense was going to basically break first in terms of who was going to start letting the run game kind of run wild. And luckily for me, I was able to start finding the gaps early, and it worked out. But I made sure to prevent the All Darren national championship.
yeah, which would have, I think, actually been like a first. I don't think I've actually had an all-down national championship before.
No.
Um, no, surprisingly. Every time it's ever happened, Maryland gets knocked out. Because the one time Washington State was there, it was against Skelter and his Louisiana
Ah,
Monroe guys. Whereas Maryland's path was against Utah, who they just thumped. That was a bad matchup for Utah. Maryland's got a phenomenal pass defense, and Utah's a passing attack. And then Houston's still on CPU, even though it's Travis's team, who had a really good season. And then the one I thought I was going to lose, honestly, was against Gary in Miami, because he's taken me out quite a few times.
if Gary's got himself a nice little squad in Miami. He's got all those elite Florida boys down there. So he's forced to be reckoned with as well. Now that Skelter's fallen off.
Yeah, and I mean, for Maryland this year, it's been interesting because you had Witten who got hurt in the first game of the season and missed like the first three games. So Maryland reverted back to a more run-heavy attack, which allowed Vang to just, who's a freshman, to just like explode. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize when I was going over the numbers and I was looking at your team, I didn't realize that Witten missed 3 games,
yeah,
and still managed to throw 40 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. That's pretty damn good. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's like someone said you're a senior or you got to produce or you're not going to get drafted potentially in the first round. And he was like, "Oh, I better get serious now." So, um,
exactly. Yeah, no, he said the guy you're playing this week may cut you anyway if you beat us too bad. So
yeah, I've gotten some grief from some different people I talked to about what I did at Texas Tech, which I haven't done that video yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and import the teams. This will take a second. Uh,
you mean
now,
what you did with the game planning?
yeah, it's just so that way, um, we have everything and make sure everything you're success. Don't care about everybody but you and me. And I'm success, so we're good. Okay, so
Let's get it.
now we should be able to start. If I do this correctly, which is what I wanted to do, hill is go hill. Um, and if I remember correctly, I can sim it.
It should go sim and then watch. I think.
Yeah, it's sim and then watch.
I might be wrong on that. There
Now
you go.
we're good. So now we'll click on watch and see what happened. Um, I'm gonna slow the play speed down just a little bit so that way
We
we
can
can
talk it up a bit.
yeah, probably put it there. Okay, so now we're gonna get started, and we'll see how this plays out. So it looks like Maryland is kind of hard to follow. So you kicked, I returned. So Maryland's got it. We'll see what they do. Hill. So Witten's dropping back.
I'm
Good
out
start.
slinging it.
Yep. Well, it's the
Not
beauty
what
of
I was expecting.
well, there's that was probably what you were expecting. Oh, wow, Kowalski's playing. I didn't expect that one.
Yeah, we were supposedly we got our top defensive end back this week too, Hart, who's been out most of the year. So this will be a nice little, hopefully a nice little added bonus. But I'm not liking the way your team's running up and down the field on me so far.
Yeah, 35 is Vang. So, but yeah, two really strong runs and a good pass. Uh, Another completion. I mean, Witten's coming out like on fire right now.
Was he? He's what, 2 for 2, 3 for 3 so far?
Yeah, I think he's 2 for 2. Um, there we go.
Yep. Was that? Oh, that was incomplete. Okay, I thought that was a
Yeah.
touchdown. All right. Well,
There's, I
uh,
think, the first score.
there it is, Maryland. I love it.
Uh,
Oh, the cover three defense inside of the 10 yard, inside of the 10.
yeah. Uh,
All
fi-
good. All good. It's a nice drive by Maryland.
Yeah. Well, Kowalski, the senior, gets the touchdown. So now it's Oklahoma State, and Maryland is going to be playing hard against the run. Um, that's probably not what you wanted to see, but it looks like he got pressured pretty hard. I'm going to try to slow this down a little bit more.
Yeah, so I not going to sit here and say that I wasn't expecting you to come after me, but I don't trust my quarterback either. So we're going to see if I can wear your defense down. Like that's more or less how how I'm going to win if it's going to happen. My run game's got to wear y'all down, but I don't
Man,
know. Defense ain't looking right to get started.
yeah, I didn't expect Maryland. So,
Oh,
oh man.
not a good start at all. That's a
Oh,
touchdown.
wow.
Hey man, that's the way it goes.
Yeah,
3-4 wide.
it's definitely so far it's been the two seniors, well, three seniors. So Witten, Allard, and Kowalski all seniors. So
Yeah, I went in I went in thinking I had to kind of try and go at you balanced.
yeah,
So it's really what it's going to boil down to is um well, really what it's going to boil down to is if my coach is calling the right plays or not. So,
yeah. I mean, it looks like you're getting a pretty good little drive started here. Um, yep, McDougal's starting to do his thing. So I did key on McDougal pretty hard. Mostly just because I saw what he did to Washington State. This may no almost a touchdown.
yeah, Allenez is he's kind of a disappointment at wide receiver. For as good as his ratings are, he definitely doesn't play up to him.
Oof, that was a good play. Um, yeah, well, he's against Batista, I think, he's my top cornerback, but for his ratings, he's a kind of an underachiever.
Yeah.
So it's like a battle of two underachievers. Oh, that's not going to end well, that formation. Cordell's
No.
moving the ball. Um,
Yeah, he's keeping it. He's, I will say, so far he's keeping it very controlled, which is what I like to see out of him. He's always good for at least one pick, though. That's the problem.
oh man, I thought that was a completion.
Uh, I'm not that lucky.
Got that
I took
little,
your play.
yeah.
Looky.
Oh, I love
Well,
Loki. It's my favorite RPO. Let's see if it's good.
oh, we need it bad here. We need some
It's
points on the
good.
board and a defensive stop.
Yep. So 14-3. But I mean, again, you got the points you needed to have. That's a nice kick. Let's see now if they can slow down Maryland's offense now.
So far, right there, we'll take that one. Wide receiver out, nickel wide zone, blitz. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna probably need. Oh God,
Oh, that was a
that was
that
scary.
Yeah, they're gonna throw a lot to Bittner and a lot to Allard, because those are the two guys from Maryland. So I'm gonna end up punting here.
I'll
So
take
good.
the 3 and out.
Yeah, good stop. It's a booming
Fun
punt.
stuff. See, the thing I have, and this is where I think I fucked up. I have one of my wide receivers. His name is Thorpe. He is pretty good at the special teams game, and I meant to put him back in on punt return. I can't remember if he's there full time or not, and I completely forgot to do it. So don't know if he's even going to be returning punts or what. I know he's returning kicks, but I'm not sure if he's going to be doing the punts. All
Oh,
right, that's a
that's a
nice
good
big one
call.
right there.
Yeah, I
Take it.
don't. I'm hoping that we don't see many long runs from Oklahoma State, because if that starts to happen, there's going to be a problem. Um,
Yeah, to be honest with you, man, like I think McDougal's had two 40-yard runs this season, and they both actually came in the playoffs.
yeah,
So I don't know. I think if it does happen, it's not going to happen early in the game for us. It'll be later in the game.
yeah. The good thing is I am keeping my rotation in this game, but man, Cordell's really starting to come on fire, and he's playing good, safe football. So,
Yeah, we
oof.
did. I made a couple of adjustments on the game planning. We were talking about it privately in the private chat about the RPOs and whatnot, and I went ahead and found a few I liked and threw him in there for Mr. Cordell because he's got some decent intelligence. So hoping he just actually reads the field and calls the right plays.
Yeah, Meldon only really plays one RPO, which is Lookie. So get him.
Nice, nice play.
Uh,
That might have taken us out of field goal range.
I think you're
Oh,
going for it. No,
nah,
it's
it's a
a
punt.
punt. Uh,
Oh,
but you pinned me back, so could be a
see what
safety.
happens.
Going out shotgun. Uh, Melon just gotta try to. So I think that's the end of the first quarter. I think
Yeah,
we're now into the second.
and we
Uh,
are actually Oklahoma State is slow starters too. We usually have very slow first quarters. So,
where's
oh, that's a big
Melon?
gap.
Yeah. So gonna punt again. You've held Mel after those first two drives where Melon just marched down the field. It's definitely becoming more equal, and that's really good starting field position.
Yeah, I got to come away with points here. There's no way. Oh, oh God, he was open. So, funny little story about that wide receiver whose name I literally just forgot.
Allen is?
Uh,
Oh no, you were talking about
no,
Thorpe. I think it was Thorpe.
no, no. I was talking about the guy. He just had the incompletion.
Ah,
Oh God. Anyways, he's like one of my slower receivers, and that was not a good series. He's one of my slower receivers, and he
oh man, you keep pinning me back. So, oh good, that
oh
went out.
no,
So I
yeah.
was about to say this is going to be a different game if I keep, well, first penalty I
Uh,
think of the game.
Yeah. Thanks, DW. Yeah, good stop, but not enough because my offense ain't getting it right now. There we go. Get a stop. Can't be doing the penalties against Darren's team, that's for sure.
Pitch
Oh,
right, trying to get outside.
damn. That was a good run. I thought I had you back there.
Yeah, I started playing Kowalski more because I realized I was neglecting him pretty badly, and he is a pretty good running back. Bang is
Oh,
just,
no.
I'm sorry, Kowalski's just like moving that ball.
Yeah, it is early, but we ain't looking so hot on offense. Darren's kind of smoking us here. Defense is hanging tough, though. I'll give him credit there. Reverse option left. Good play. Vang.
Uh,
Yet again.
yeah, me and four-star running backs, I don't like this call. Defensive pass
Oh my
interference.
god.
Oh man.
Not that it mattered. He completed the pass anyway, but
Yeah.
man, that one hurt.
Here comes Fang again. Um, yeah, Maryland is going to probably run the ball close to like 30 times in this game.
Ugh.
And
We just getting the mud hole stomped in that ass right now.
yeah,
That was even against the run play call.
well, Maryland has that, and again, thankfully my line is not heavily senior. Maryland has just a bunch of big boys who just maul people. My defense is they may get it. No, he got away. Oh,
It's gonna
this
be
isn't going to end
incomplete.
well.
Ooh,
Nope.
let's go. That's the guy, Jamison Caruso. He's actually
Come
not super fast.
on.
You got
Ye-
him. You're gonna rope him.
Wow.
That might be the longest pass he's caught in his entire career.
He chose the right time for it. That was a bad that was just a bad pass rush though. You had all the time in the world to throw that ball.
Oh
Oh,
man, there's Thorpe.
yeah. Minnick is decent, but he's not great. Um,
That ball's
oh,
got to
that's
get
a
out.
touchdown.
No, it's incomplete. Oh no, we need the field
Oh,
goal.
that should have been a touchdown.
Oh well, still a two possession game. I gotta hold you here though. Fuck, man, that was
Uh,
it. Like if there was gonna be a time to score, it was right there.
yeah, especially after that. It's a
It's
good
a good
return.
return.
Yeah. I like Griswold, even though he doesn't, he's a safety. He just, oh, it's a penalty.
Take you back 5. Ooh, somebody get the turnover. Somebody get it. That's what I need. I need one of them. I need a turnover bad. I need the defense to do something. We don't have any sacks yet either.
Yeah,
This is a big third down.
they do a good job ever since I changed the offense of protecting Witten. Um, man, Kowalski is, I mean, he's what, six for like almost 50 yards.
He's fronting the load right now. Need a
Uh-oh, that's
stop
a
or a
sack.
sack. Yep. Oh,
And completed
oh,
it.
he complete. Wow.
Well, it's Allard. I mean, that Allard is just phenomenal. I mean, Bittner's good, who's the freshman, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate life when Allard moves on this season.
Oh no. Fuck. Get the stop. Not gonna get him.
It's Foreman. Um,
Well, now that ain't pretty. We got 4 minutes left. We need a touchdown desperately. Oh
yeah,
God.
I'll tell you, I didn't expect this. So,
I did.
um,
This is about what again. I was surprised that my team made it as far as they did in the.
oh wow, good run.
That's a former wide receiver, Salcido,
Yeah,
converted him over to running back. But yeah, man, it's about what I expected. Again, if I can't run the ball, I can't trust Cordell to throw it. So that's the thing. And you just keyed up the run nasty, and we're getting destroyed.
yeah.
Witten wants to go number one, is what Shark's saying.
I think well, it depends on who's number one. Penalty.
Offsides. We got another crack at this 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I'm actually really hoping that Witten does come through the converter okay, because I thought about Pittsburgh moving up to try to get him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got every opportunity to. That's for sure.
Man, Maryland is just like showing no mercy whatsoever.
I know. It's like, damn, just literally stomping a hole through my soul right now. Oh,
What's
it's gonna.
I Yeah, this isn't what I expected from them. I expected, but I will tell you, Witten, ever since I changed the playbook for him, like when he came back from injury, because I was worried about the last two seasons where he was throwing like over 20 interceptions.
Hmm.
He's just been, he's probably now going to throw like five interceptions in a row now that I said that, but good stop. Um,
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, gotta hope you missed this.
it's
Oh,
a
you
punt.
punted.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Mellin's
took a
Mellin's
long time.
kicker Mellin's kicker doesn't have much range, and I'm playing a conservative game plan. Oof.
Dang. That's what I'm saying, man. Is like when there's guys wide open, Cordell just misses them. He's
That
like
ma-
not even close.
yeah, that was a good pass, but dropped.
Yep. Oof. Three and out. See if I at least get a decent punt out of this.
Looks that's
All right.
46. That's good.
Well, at least we get ball at half if I can hold you the last 30 seconds. Oh my God.
Oh, and he's a track star too. Um,
Ooh.
but is that it? So,
No, 30 seconds, I think.
why would you run the ball though? And
Trying to
56
throw.
yard field goal attempt. It's no
Oof.
good.
All right. Well, we
That's
take the small victories, I guess.
trying to see if that's. I'm trying to find how much time is left. Or we in?
think
We got one play
we're.
left, I think.
Oh, do we? Okay.
Yeah.
Second quarter. Yeah. Yeah. We're just getting stuffed, man.
Oh, you just gotta get in field goal range. Try to get another field goal or a touchdown.
I think that's the half, right? Oh
No,
no,
this
this is the half.
one. This
Yeah.
is the half.
That looks like it's. I knew it. Well, at least he didn't go nowhere with it.
Okay, I think that's the half. So you definitely did not see the first half kind of unwinding that way. Um, and I'll
I
hit
mean,
play in a second. Thoughts on the first half?
I was hoping for a closer game, but yeah, no. This is I don't want to say this is how I envisioned it. I thought for sure I would have scored at least one touchdown to this point, but yeah, no. We've kind of floundered some opportunities. We had the ball inside the 10 once. We were in field goal range. We missed we got sacked and knocked out of field goal range. So not to say that a game couldn't be, that the game's not out of reach yet. Stranger things have happened, but not feeling too confident here.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the first half stats, is you've had more first. Maryland's had more first downs. So I was looking at the wrong side of the screen and out. But I mean, I think I've seen comebacks, and I think Oklahoma State's actually done a couple where they've come back from scores like this. So, but I just
Yeah,
think it's a matter of being able to move the ball and hopefully throwing Maryland's defense off a little bit. The interesting thing about Maryland is Laney is a defensive coach. So,
uh, yeah. Well, we're gonna see if we can get it rolling.
yeah, I didn't expect this score. I thought it would be like maybe 14-10 or maybe like 21-14. I thought it was going to be like within seven because while Maryland has the ability to put up a lot of points quickly, I just expected you to have a couple more runs and kind of grind the clock and keep Maryland's offense off the field.
Yeah, you've done a pretty solid job of shutting down the run, for sure. Like we're not even like I think we have like 40 yards. Yeah, 18 for
Yeah,
44, which is crazy low for us. So, like you said, you're basically forcing Cordell to beat you at this point, and if he's not, if he can't do it, then I don't know.
yeah.
I mean, run game's not working.
Yeah, and that may make this stat line here for Cordell a little interesting. I mean, it's 10 to 21 for 141 yards.
I wonder who threw the interception because he doesn't. Apparently, he doesn't have the interception
Yeah, I don't,
unless it
uh,
just didn't tally it.
I don't think it tallied it.
All
Um,
right. Well,
yeah, it's not showing up here either, so we'll see when we get to the end of the game. But I think the second half is going to be looking a little different because I think Oklahoma State will make adjustments, and my hope is that they come out and just try to slow the game down and whittle away at that score.
yeah, mine too. See what we got, man. Let's see what we
Okay,
got.
so we'll start back up. So I think Maryland is kicking this time.
Yeah, I just hope we can make it a game, make it close down in the end, and give the people watching at home some entertainment.
Yeah, kind of miffed at Bailey for missing that field goal. It's within his range. It's just I don't normally do that. Yep, good start. It's like someone yelled at
McDougal,
McDougal, um, and a penalty on top of it.
take it,
It's
take
got
it.
to,
Needed it to get started.
man, that hurts. I think this is going to be the McDougal Express in the second half. So
Fordell already threw the ball way more than I wanted him to. So
it's really solid first start. I mean, they're moving the ball.
Salcido's a nice little runner, man. He's for being a former wide receiver, he goes between the tackles pretty well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come
Is
on,
this our
Thorpe.
first
Thorpe is the
touchdown?
burner. Nope.
Minnick,
Oh, come
Minnick,
on.
Minnick is pretty fast, so, but,
Yeah, I think Thorpe has deep threat. That's his skill.
but this is what you wanted to see to open up the second half.
Yeah, this
Come,
is it right here.
that's a touchdown.
Um,
Oh,
uh,
really close.
third and third and goal from the two. So this is a big play right here.
That's a touchdown.
Woo! McDougal finally got in. We got in. All right, all right. Now just gotta play some tight defense.
Is this going to be like one of those games where it's a battle of the halves?
Yeah, I remember we had long, long time ago in the WWPF, we had a championship where it was a owner who I can't remember his name. He only played with us for a couple of seasons, and he actually quit because he was in the Super Bowl against Butcher Jack. He had a two touchdown lead on Butcher Jack going with like 2 minutes left, and Butcher Jack came back and won with 2 minutes left in the game.
Oh,
It
wow.
was one of the craziest, you know, things we had ever seen. All right, so back to this game. Sorry, off on a tangent.
Yeah, so two penalties to open up my drive, one against you, one against me, which negate. Come on, Vang.
All right, there we go. 3rd and 5. Let's see what we got here.
Get a stop here, and suddenly the game is, yep,
Okay. All
got the
right, we
start.
got the stop.
Green's
See,
typically a good punter, so I'm hoping that he just has a good game.
how far was that punt? 39
39.
yards. Yeah. Kick coverage is good. Thorpe is back there, so or at least occasionally back there.
Uh, Burke
Good
broke that
breakup.
up. I need you throwing the ball, I think, more than running it. Um, that's a good run.
7 yards. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, baby. And then the false start. Son of a bitch.
I
Th-
the penalties is what drives me nuts with Maryland because they get a lot of them. Uh,
Oh my god. The fucking incompletions drive me crazy, man. Because it ain't like he's terrible. That was a touchback? Jesus.
uh,
Well, we got three uh-oh. We got three I think I have three quarterbacks coming in to Oklahoma this year from recruiting.
Yeah, I saw
So
that. Um, oh, Witten is just saying, okay, it's me and you, Allard. Let's just win this one. Well, the knock on him, of course, was his first two seasons, Maryland got bounced in the playoffs. And at Maryland, if you're quarterbacking, you're not winning national championships, you're kind of thought of as less than. And then, of course, he finally
yeah,
won last year. Um, but yeah, this is what I want to see them do is mix it up with a throwing and passing because the offense's style is actually to throw to open the run. Um,
yeah, you're just carving me up now. These guys can't get a handle on Vang or Kowalski.
yeah, I mean, Vang is one of the things I pride myself of with Maryland is being able to identify really good running backs. Oh,
Oh, that's
that
gonna
may
be
be
a
a
touchdown.
touchdown. That's Bittner. He's gone. You're not going to catch him.
Yep, that was just a good play call against the
Yeah,
wrong defense.
yeah. Bittner is. I want to say he's like 95 speed.
Yeah,
He's
that I think that was a
fast.
linebacker. That was a linebacker chasing him.
Oh man.
We just got stomped. Uh, well, hopefully we can, you know, get some miracles rolling here.
Yeah, I think all the Cowboy fans are like, okay, one of these we got to take back for a touchdown. And then they think about it and they're like, no, we don't, because we don't want Maryland's offense getting right back on the field.
That's true. Come on,
Uh,
McDougal. I need you to bust one, baby. Let's go.
yeah, he can probably fend off people like Minnick. Minnick's not a good tackler. If you get past my
Yeah,
front seven, my safeties are all built for coverage in my corners. Ooh, fumble.
yeah. Oh no, that's your
ML.
ball too.
McDougal doesn't fumble that often, does he?
He's got a few this year. I think.
Uh,
I think he does. I'd have to let me double check it, but I'm pretty sure he's
oh.
not terrible with fumbles, but I'm pretty sure he's got a handful of them.
Yeah, the thing I like about Fang is he's pretty sure-handed. Of course, as soon as I say he's in a fumble, but
Yeah, yeah, he's got three. He's got three for this season, and he has that was his fourth right there. So
just pound the ball now, Maryland.
yeah, if I get a quarterback, man, and this I gotta that's my next project is getting a quarterback because I used to have when I first had Oklahoma State, I had them as a before I took the little hiatus, I had them as a nice little high flying
Yep.
offense, and now they're kind of come on. Oh, you missed that tackle, 59, you son of a bitch.
No, I remember that because I was on the receiving end of that at Oklahoma, where you had really good wide receivers, a really good cornerback. He got
Yeah,
it. But I mean, I think if Oklahoma State gets a quarterback, it's gonna be they may run through the Big 12 pretty aggressively. Another penalty. The
I
the
hope
team
so.
the team I think that is long term probably going to be your main competitor, other than of course Oklahoma, um, is going to likely be Shark with Iowa State because every year they're getting better under him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. Shark's always tough. Actually, well, not that he's not tough, but there you go, another three. We took it to him earlier this season, but I remember the year before the game was actually really close. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. Hopefully, the team that actually worries me the most is Texas because of what Kevin did in Texas this year.
yeah, I forgot about that. Kevin is turned out to be a really good coach. Um, I think with one season of recruiting under him, I think he's gonna start to compete pretty heavily. Texas, someone had mentioned to me like Texas Tech. I was like, Texas Tech is like 3 seasons, 4 seasons away from being anything.
That's like Iowa.
Yeah.
He's just missing guys wide open now. This is embarrassing. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Well, we started the half off good and then just went straight to shit.
It's a good punt though. Yeah, I don't expect Maryland to be as good as well, they may. I really like the freshman quarterback coming in at Maryland, the one I got from California. I
Yeah.
think I think he's gonna be good, but we'll see. I've said that before, and turned out the guy was a dud. Maryland is missing passes.
Yeah, I need one of these quarterbacks to come in and start challenging Cordell. Oh no. Oh
That
wow.
was incomplete.
I just see him running wide open in the middle of the field and immediately start thinking bad.
Yeah, I think that was one of the ones where Witten was probably licking his lips a little bit too much about wide open and may have overthrown him.
Yeah.
Um, it's still time to come back. It's not undoable. Good time. Last time this happened, 87's wide open.
Big stack. Willie Bone. Yeah, the thing of it is right now the ball's in Cordell's hands, and it's just never pretty when that happens.
Yeah, because it's also at the point where you're gonna have to kind of throw. It's a holding penalty.
Holding call.
So now on to the fourth. I think the problem with the scoreline now is you almost have to pass. That's a good completion.
Yeah,
I
not bad. 18 yards.
Yep. I think the main thing that helps Maryland in this circumstances, there are very few teams that are gonna. Ooh, oh, that was a
Oh,
really bad call. But what I was gonna say is, if there's a team that can run people down, it's probably Maryland.
oh yeah.
Um,
See, this guy's gonna get roped.
yeah, wow, and unsportsmanlike conduct on top of it.
Well, hopefully we get the score out of this one. Nope.
Uh,
Caruso can't get open. He's kind of been my playmaker on in the air through the air, but did we score? All right, there we go.
McDougal got it.
Oh, the interception's there now on the player stats on the left. It's a good
Yeah,
play.
I kind of shocked it was Griswold. Um, but no, that was a good drive.
It
I always
figures though, like when you're expecting the pass and I score, and then when you're not expecting it and I get rolled up on. Oh, this is a good return.
yeah. Well, in theory, it's still. I mean, what we have 13 minutes left. A lot can go wrong for Maryland. Uh,
Yeah, I at least want to see if I can make it interesting here in this last bit of time.
your defense is definitely stepping up right now. And just for full transparency, I don't do the whole run the ball when ahead and things like that. I tend to stay in my offense. Um, uh,
Oh, do you?
almost, yeah. Which is why
Yeah. See.
sometimes there's some very big results. It's just what I learned is over the years, I thought that that actually hurts you, so I stopped doing it.
Yeah, I key in a little bit, depending on who I'm playing, I'll key in. I'm not gonna lie. I thought for sure you would try to jam the ball down my throat when you went up, but we need a drive here.
Yeah, I traditionally won't illegal block above the waist.
Okay.
Illegal block above the waist.
Shouldn't it be below the waist?
Yeah, may have to tell Brooks about that one. I thought you're allowed to
Third
block
and
above the
16.
waist. Uh,
Oh, that's a bad drive.
well, the penalty I don't think helped, but I think it negated a sack. That's a good punt. It's a
It's a
really good
really good
punt.
punt.
65-yard punt.
Jesus Christ. My punter's been the best part about this game so far. He's pinned you inside the 20 a couple of times, and now he just drilled a 65-yard punt.
Yeah. Vang is not running the ball well now because they're keying on him. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is
Just don't
uh-oh.
touch his toes. That's a sack. Oh, or
Oh
that may be a touchdown.
no. Get him.
Allard's tired.
That was a big play by the offense.
Yeah, that may have cinched the game. But again, there's still
There's
9 minutes left, so
there's Hart showing up. Finally, it only took 4 quarters.
man, Vane can't get a yard to save his life.
Oh my god, the penalties, man.
Yeah, your team is the best player right now for my team.
Oh,
Just with
nobody there
because
to make that stop. It's a good
yeah,
play call.
it's good to see Kowalski's coming in because I think Fang's starting to get tired. The problem is I'm not rotating my wide receivers like I normally do. So if Allard or Bittner have a long gain, I don't think that they're gonna be able to get a break. Uh,
All right. Third and long, 3rd and 9. Oh, and blitzing, it looks like. Are we actually going to get there? Nope. Because 36 decided to stop playing. Ugh. Man, good
and
play call. There it is, man. That probably seals the deal. But
yeah,
we'll have to see what happens here. But what were you going to say?
no, I again the score's a little bit of shock to me. Um, I just got someone DM me and said this will be the first time that you guys do a live championship game and the last time. Um, so, but no, I mean, again, I think I mentioned it in private is how young your team is. Is they're definitely going to be back, and like you said, if you have a quarterback next season, oh wow, that
Yeah, that was disgusting. That was an RPO too.
yeah,
So
it was like nobody blocked that side of the field, and the whole Maryland off defensive line came at the quarterback.
yeah, I don't want to say it's tough to watch. It's not that it's tough to watch, but it's what I expect out of Cordell. He's just not a good quarterback. And unfortunately he's the best I have on the team because the other guy, Philippe something or other, I don't even remember his last name. That's how irrelevant he is. Humphrey, right? Yeah, Philippe Humphrey. He just throws too many damn interceptions. So yeah,
Uh,
he's played a little bit this season. He's got 5 passing touchdowns and 4 picks.
it's a good
So
fourth down
he's just
conversion.
yeah.
Yeah, I think having a really good quarterback is crucial to this game, unless you're going to do like Washington State does, where you just run the ball every single down.
Yeah, and I'm curious. I mean, I'm down by 25 right now. I'm curious as to why my coach is still calling running plays. But that could be a setting for me. I think that's a pick. Or no, that's a completion.
No, it's
Sorry.
a completion. It looked like it was a pick. The sound is on, unfortunately, so sometimes why I don't hear you after a touchdown is because I'm listening to the cheering or the booing. Come on, Griswold. I remember Griswold when I got him, I kept calling him Clark because I was thinking of vacation.
There it is.
Oh, that's an
Throws it
inch.
across his body all the way across the field.
Yeah, normally that
Uh,
ends really badly.
third, 2nd and 10. Oh, this might be a sack. Nope. Yeah,
Uh,
he's just your defense, man, is just legit. Your corners are nasty. Like my guys just can't get away from them.
yeah, the beauty is Minnick is back next season. Batista's he's a senior, he's gone. But the backup to him is like a 95 speed guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a blown 4th down.
Now you can run the ball. Yeah, I think the yellow means that they're tired or something's going on with them.
Oh, you mean the outline?
Yeah, or that's just the person who has the ball, maybe. You
Yeah,
got
well,
with a minute 13 left, you guys can run the ball, just no throwing. I had one game where it was like a minute left and Witten threw like a 80-yard touchdown pass. That's game.
good
Uh,
game, man. Thanks for the whooping. You're still
yeah,
the king.
yeah, I did not see this one coming. So let's look at the box score real quick.
So Invisible Witness says Carolina Panthers scouts like what they saw from Kowalski.
Kowalski, he is he's legit. Again, anything you see in the college game, just general reminder to everyone, is the raw score. It doesn't mean that that's what they're going to be once the randomizer runs through them. Although, Frankie, you've done a really good job with that. Um,
Yeah, thank you.
but definitely player of the game is Witten. Uh, good way to
100%. Witten tore it up.
But and then I mean, he spread the ball pretty good too between Allard. Fossey is a guy to keep an eye on. He's a senior as well, the tight end. Um, but McDougal, I mean, he didn't have a bad game. It's just you got behind and had to start throwing. So
Yeah, again, it was about what I expected. I mean, the one issue is that my defense is good. They're not great, but they're good. And the problem with Maryland is you can't key in on any one thing.
yeah,
So you know what I mean? So it's like at a certain point, it boils down to, well, is your coach going to call the right plays? Do I have the right plays in the playbook? You know, that sort of thing. And part of it was we just got outclassed, man. That's all there is to it.
well,
So,
the big talent differential between the two teams, though. Um,
oh yeah, for sure. You definitely have the more stacked team.
Yeah, but again, the beauty is Maryland next year will be starting a lot of new people because this was a heavy senior team. You
Yeah,
think about it, Witten, Kowalski, Allard, Foreman, Crawford, and then on my defense, there were a couple senior. My defense is actually younger than my offense is, but the offense is going to graduate a lot of people. So, whereas your team is extremely young, so it'll be interesting to watch next season, see how Maryland is versus Oklahoma State. But
thanks,
um,
Shark. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, you're right, Witness. It was fun. It was a fun stream. It sucks to be on the end of or the ass end of a of a game, but nonetheless, I still moved up 3 spots, even with my ass whooping to Darren. But yeah, I mean, if anybody who's looking the market for a quarterback in the WWPF, I don't know that he's going to make the cut, but Cordell will be one of the guys who could potentially find his way in there. He did throw for 6,050 touchdowns, so
it's
just
gonna be
depends on what the rest of the league looks like.
so that's what Cordell looks like. Um,
He is
so
Chad Pennington.
he's a happy professional. I mean, he
He's a
had a
son of a bitch. That's what he is. He's a son of a bitch. Fuck me
whereas
over.
if you look at Maryland, just the people who did well today is here's Witten. Uh,
God dang.
well, he's the number one overall player out of his class. So
That's
um,
awesome.
but this is what I was talking about earlier is his sophomore and junior season, he was interception prone. Shark used to call this out all the time. And then this year I changed the playbook back to more like what it was his freshman year.
That's
Uh,
amazing.
and of
It's
course
just a change in itself.
he's a clutch quarterback. So and then it's just to show Kowalski because someone mentioned him is this is what Kowalski looks like.
Oh
And
yeah, Kowalski was nice too.
yeah, he's a backup, my backup running back too. But this is the
Oh Jesus, look at that. That's double traits.
yeah,
I
and
don't think
then
I've ever seen that before.
I've seen it with a few people. It's happened more in this version of the game than the past. Or actually, it happens less in this version of the game than in the past. Where there was occasionally where you'd find like a workout person with a all-purpose or scat back.
Gotcha.
Um, and then the other guys just kind of like Allard, I mentioned him. He's a senior.
God. Yeah, that was a hell of a game, man. That was a good
Yeah,
game by your boys. It was fun though. It was fun to do this online,
yeah.
and it was fun to kind of do something different. And now we get to move on into the off season and hopefully find out what great players we got on signing day.
Yep. And I think we're maybe 3, 4 weeks from that, if I remember correctly, or I'm doing the math correctly. I think up next, I'm gonna slow the season down just a little bit so WWPF can catch up.
Yeah.
So next sim will be, I think, awards, and then the sim after that will be the senior bowl, and then of course we'll do set red shirts, and then we'll flip the season. Um, Normally
Sounds good.
I sim it all together, but I need WWPF to catch up. Who are just tomorrow will have the end of the regular season, and then our playoffs will start.
Jesus, did you know that? I'm just looking at stats. Sorry, but did you know that running back from Ohio State, Michael Herman, rushed for 40 touchdowns this season?
No, I didn't know that. Let me look at him.
Where did
He's
I
a
just see that at? That can't be right.
That can't be right. That doesn't.
That's what it, that's what it says on the. Oh no, that's Merriman. Sorry, that's your running back Merriman
Oh yeah,
from Washington State.
That's the two-star guy.
Jesus, dude.
That's this dude.
40 fucking touchdowns? Holy shit. And he only started 6 games? Oh, Jesus.
No, he. But in fairness, that's a glitch in the game, right? He's the number one running back. It's just
He's
again,
not on the field the play of the
he
game.
he yeah. Because you look
Gotcha.
at this 454 carries. Uh, but in fairness, Willis, who's the backup, or depending on the thing, is if you look at these two, is I ran the ball like close to 900 times.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I think you did run it 900 times.
so
Oh God, that's fucking crazy. Well,
yeah,
good
but
shit, man. That's awesome.
yeah, again, I used them for a video for a reason. But what killed our season was Macaulay getting hurt actually, because I started to throw the ball in the postseason, which is how I got past Stewart twice. Um, before I ran into you, and of course Macaulay got hurt in the UCLA game, and you can't be single focused against you. You're gonna eat that crap up all day. Uh,
Yeah, it was like you said, I was surprised we made it as far as we did, but again, next season's another year and just
I
keep on keeping on.
Yep. So thank you everyone for watching. We'll do this again for WWPF, um, regardless of whether Steelers are there or not. So that should be
Yep.
interesting.
Indeed, indeed. It was a good game. It was fun, and hope look forward to doing more of these streams.
Yep. And thanks again, Frankie. Thanks again everyone for attending. And we'll catch you later.
Yep. Thanks for doing this, Darren. We're gonna go ahead
Thanks.
and cut it off right now.